Hi there. So I was trying to go live with this video and it just was not my day for Facebook Live. So I'm just going to do a video and then post it for everyone. Earlier today in Connie's party, I posted about a few products that help to cut vegetables. There, now we don't have that blurry light up there. And the first one I'm going to show you is the Veggie Spiralizer. I have to be honest with you, I don't use it very often just because I haven't really learned very well how it works. So hopefully this works. I did a practice run and it came out okay. But anyway, so this is the Spiralizer. You lift this up. It comes with a blade guard. I actually watched a video so I could kind of, you know, there's videos and stuff to learn how to use these. I just hadn't taken the time to do it. So it comes with the blade guard. The blade has a little slot in there. So we're going to take the blade out, and then you put the blade guard back on, and that helps us line up where the blade goes. You have two different settings on your blade. One is more of a spaghetti style, and one's more of a fettuccine, so it just goes in the side. And the key is, that I've learned, is that you want to make sure your blade is not at an angle at all. So then we just turn this and screw this in. And then we take the guard off. And we just want to make sure, yep, our blade looks good, hopefully. And then I'm just going to do a cucumber. You can do zucchini, carrots, spaghetti squash. You can, sometimes it helps to soften the squash. So we're just going to put this, sorry, I can't do it backwards. Okay, so we just push this down, this part down, and then we're just going to apply even pressure and just spin. And you'll see, let's see, which side are we coming out? Coming out this side, right here. So you just spin, and they're all just going to shoot out the end there. Just like that. And so you have your, you could do, if you had zucchini, you could do your zucchini noodles. If they're too long, you can, sorry, you can take our kitchen shears and cut them. Fun stuff. I have to say that having the blade in there correctly helps a lot, because I think that was the frustration before, is that I just didn't have it in there right, so my noodles never looked like this. But look at how pretty those are. So fun. I think I'm going to end up putting them in a salad just because I don't know why else I would need these spiralized cucumbers. Okay, so another thing, another way we can make zoodles is with the veggie strip maker. So the veggie strip maker looks like this. The thing about it is you can cut your food, but it doesn't cut you. So it's safe for kids to use, which is awesome. So basically, with your zucchini, I'm using a cucumber again because I just bought them at the store. Basically what you do is you just slide it along, and you're just gonna keep sliding and keep cutting until you get to the seeds. Like, you don't want to cut through the seeds. So, and these ones will give you longer strips, more like matchstick style. So I'm not gonna do the whole thing, just do a few to show you the longer strips. These are great. These are what the bruschetta pasta from last night's post. This is how I did those. And then you just mix it in with even half zoodles, half pasta, and trust me, nobody even notices because the way they cook. Okay, so there's that. Just gonna put some stuff out of the way. Ah, my kitchen is huge, but sometimes it's so small. Okay, so next thing I'm going to show you is our Simple Slicer. And the Simple Slicer I like because it helps you to cut things evenly, like onions. Oh my goodness, I can't even think of what else you could use that for, because that's basically what I use it for. But there are other things you can use it for. There's two different ways you can use it. So what I did was I just cut off the ends of my onion. And this is our Simple Slicer. If the rule with the Simple Slicer is you have to use the guard with it. If you aren't going to use Lagarde, don't buy the Simple Slicer because it hurts if you cut yourself. Trust me, I know. So it comes with 3 different settings, so you can choose the size of your slice, whether you want it to be thin or thick. And then it has these prongs, so you just stick them onto your food, put your food in there, and then you're just going to go all right, see? Everyone can do this job. It's really not usually this difficult. And then you just slice. And I'm kind of putting a gentle pressure on the top as I go down. I'm just kind of pushing on this down, and that keeps pushing your onion down. And you can see we get perfectly sliced, even onions. So if you were going to do onion rings, this is perfect for that because you can, you know, make the perfect size. We're making fajitas for dinner because we have a school event, so we needed something quick and fast. So once you have your slices, you can either take your knife and slice them in half this way, and then you have more slices. I'm just going to throw those into our rock crock because we're going to I'm going to put them in our fajitas later. Or the other way you can do it is you can go ahead and cut your onion first, and then again on the Simple Slicer, you just put it in there. The really cool thing about this is it has feet, so you can either do it on the counter or it has a little lip here that you can fit right over the bowl. The classic batter bowl is one good example. So, or even right over, let me try it over the rock rock. See? Look at that. And same thing. Look at how fast that was. I did that whole onion in, I don't even know, a couple seconds. Super fast. And then you already have them perfect slices, but they're already cut in half. Right? You guys can do that. That's awesome, right? So that's our Simple Slicer. I love it. It kind of replaced the mandolin that we used to carry. That was not on my list of ones that I liked. That's a lot of onions. I'm going to have to take some of those out for dinner. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is our quick slice. So much slicing of so many vegetables. So this is the quick slice. You guys saw it in a post yesterday. It has 2 pieces, so basically what you do is you're going to take, we're going to do a tomato. This is the chef knife, the 7-inch chef's knife. This is one of the color-coded. They're blue now. This is my go-to knife. It is always in the sink, always being washed because it's one of my favorites. So when you're cutting with it, you want to hold on to the edge of it like this. So basically we're just gonna slice the ends off because nobody likes that part on a tomato anyways, right? And then you just put it in the middle, and it has, the blades are in like a V shape to help you not smush what you're cutting. And so then you just line it up so that the handles go over the openings. You see that? There's like the opening right there. So you just line it up and give it a little gentle push. It's loud, but it doesn't hurt. And then look at this. So it's perfect. If you have, I heard there's a football game this weekend or something. If you're doing burgers and you want perfectly sliced tomatoes, look at that. Like perfect and even. Like who can even do that with a knife? I know I wouldn't be able to. I might be able to make like 2 of them even, but not all of them. So it's awesome. It's perfect for bell peppers. I did some bell peppers earlier, right? Like normally I would just take a knife and do those and I just had 1 click and I was done with that. So it just kind of saves some time on that. Okay. I'm going to show you one other thing. I'm going to show you the garlic press, and then we're going to do the close and cut. So the close and cut we're showing because Connie actually has it and used it once and didn't really know how to use it, so she's never used it since. So I told her I would show her. So our garlic press is one of the very first products that I ever owned. And I love it because you don't even have to touch the garlic. So you open it, you put your garlic on the inside, you close it, and all you do is give it a squeeze. And you can see it all coming out, see? And then it comes with a tool that you can just scrape off the garlic into your bowl or whatever you're making. And then once you open it, you just take the tool and scoop out the guts. The fresher your garlic is, the easier it is to clean them out. My garlic's not super fresh because we don't use it very often anymore. So anyways, super easy to clean. It can go in the dishwasher. You don't have to touch it. Make your hands smell like garlic. Ugh, I hate that. Okay, so there's that. It's definitely worth it. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to show you the close and cut. So it comes in a set. You can get it in a set with the close and cut. It comes with the close and cut and the chef's knife. Highly recommend it. Getting it as a set. So it opens. It has a little spring. So this is great. I use it mostly for chicken. But you can use it for grapes, tomatoes, bagels, anything really that you want to slice in half that can fit. So when we buy chicken breasts, I like to cook with my chicken breasts more like a tenderloin, like smaller, just because I think they cook faster that way and better that way. But I don't know if you've ever noticed, if you go to the store, and the tenderloins are always more expensive because somebody has to take the time to cut them. So this takes care of that for us, and I'm just going to show you with a piece of chicken. So basically you put whatever you're cutting down there in the middle, and then you're going to hold your knife here, and as you close it, your knife's just going to go through this little center, okay? You always want to be able to see the tip of your knife. You don't ever want to lose it down here because then you're not cutting it. So you just always want to see the tip of your knife, and then you're just going to hold this down, and you're just going to slice all the way across till you get to the end. And then, bam, you have thinly sliced chicken. Cool, right? You guys want to see that again? All right, let me do it again. So if you have like young kids and you want to do grapes and cut them in half, this is perfect for it. And you can do as many as fit on the top. Okay, so let's try it again. So I got my knife in place. I'm holding the lid down. If you're doing chicken or bagel, you kind of have to press hard just because it's so thick, it wants to pop it right back up. So these are pretty thick chicken breasts. So, all right, you see my knife coming out the end? I always can see my knife on the end. And look at that. So I ended up buying a huge pack of chicken breasts, and I'm just going to do all of these, and then I'll freeze them like this. It's just a preference. I just like cooking when they're smaller. You guys see I'm using our chef's tongs. My husband hates them. They're his least favorite product we have, and I had to keep our cheap set of tongs just because he hates them, but I love them. So they're locking. So when you hold them like this, they lock. And then when you put it upside down, you squeeze, and this little pin goes down, and then you can pinch with them. So if you have them in a utensil carrier or whatever, my brain is not working today. If you're having them up like this, they're not going to open and get everywhere. So that's one of my favorite things. And they come in a smaller pair now. So anyways, those are just a couple things that I wanted to show you. I'm going to go get the rest of our dinner made. I'm doing it in the everyday pan. I'm just going to add the bell peppers. I'm going to put the chicken in with a little bit of lime juice and my seasonings. And I'm going to put it in the microwave. Put it in the everyday pan, put the lid on, put it in the microwave for 12 to 15 minutes, and dinner's done. So super fast, super easy. Just one of those meals that you can pull together quick, especially if you're short on time for dinner. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you guys for watching.